Hi, this is Joey with the Back Alley Conversations show again, and today I have a special guest that you happen to see in the camera right now, is hanging out in my back alley waiting for me. This is Audrey Scott. She's my granddaughter, and I called her over today just want to throw a few questions at her. I've been concerned about everything that's going on for the last 6 months, how it's affecting teenagers. She's now a teen, she just turned 13, and how it's affecting kids. You know, the adults are all out there worried about themselves and how they, going back to school is mostly about them, and it's not really about the kids and everything. So let's talk to one of the 13-year-olds and let's get a feeling for what's going on in their heads during all this process of lockdown and all that crap. All right, hey Audrey, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Look up here at the camera. Don't be shy. Let's see that pretty smile and all. Hey, just to start all this off, school was out when all this started up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you gotta speak up, or they won't hear you very well. Okay. And then you can relax your arm. That's probably gonna get tiring holding that arm up there, ain't it? But let's talk about this all happened in January, and when it started going on, I know you guys don't watch a whole lot of news, do you, on TV?
No.
Not all much. You guys generally play games or watch a movie or something, or whatever. But when you heard about it, what was going on in your head when they started saying there was a virus out there and everybody had to be careful or it might kill? I mean, what was your real thoughts? How did it affect you?
It was just scary.
Huh?
Scary.
Were you scared? Really scared about it all?
Not really scared, but a little.
A little bit of scared? I appreciate your honesty. That's what I'm looking for. And so what were your thoughts were your thoughts more oriented on just yourself or your daddy having to go to work every day, or your mom, or what?
My whole family.
Your whole family, including your papa? Yeah, so you were a little worried about us all then, and yourself, right? Yeah. So when everything went into kind of lockdown, you couldn't go anywhere much. I know that you guys, you didn't even really go to the store much, did you? With your parents then? You kind of stayed home. Yeah. So how have you been occupying your time at home?
I've been playing my games and listening to music.
Okay. Well, you speak up loud.
I've been playing my games and listening to music.
Okay, so you just been kind of playing games and on your smartphone and.
Yes.
Okay, and aren't you a kid that used to like to be outside a lot, play
Yes.
Basketball and all that?
Yes.
Okay. What changed for you that you found yourself wanting to stay in more?
I was scared that the virus.
You were scared to go out?
Yeah, because I get sick easy.
Did you think it was outside? And
No, it's just I didn't want a chance getting sick.
you didn't what?
I just didn't want to get a chance of getting sick.
Yeah. So it has concerned you to the point that it's kind of made you stay in the house more. You kind of stick into what you can find to do in the house, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I know you're big outdoor. You like to run track. You and I used to play a lot of basketball, didn't we, out in the yard, and your daddy. And I noticed you haven't been doing that much. What has your dad done since then to maybe encourage you to get out more?
He's been going to work every day, and he hasn't missed a day of work, and
Yeah.
he still goes places.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, okay? Don't run off. I'm gonna be realistic and honest here too. Your papa failed to put his hearing aid in, so I couldn't hear your response very well, okay? Now, let's see, and it may not be you're talking so soft that it won't hear you. Okay, I got him in now. What were you saying?
He's been going to work every day, and he still goes out and does stuff.
Okay, and I know you built you a tree house. Yeah, and so that was something new for you out there, right? Had you always wanted one, or was it kind of your dad's idea, or what?
I've always wanted one.
You always wanted one, so you've asked your dad before?
Yes.
Yeah. So, how much time do you think you spend in your tree house?
I don't spend that much time in it because I rarely get outside right now. But when I do spend time in it, I stay for about maybe an hour or two in it.
So you still have, are you still just a little afraid to go outside?
Yes.
Okay. Are you more afraid by yourself outside, or are you more afraid with having people with you, or is it just an overall fear?
It's just an overall fear.
Okay. And so that fear really has to, let me ask you, how does it affect you, when your dad comes home from work every day and he feels good? I know he wasn't feeling too good the other day because he kind of had a headache. That's because he's having to wear something all
He has to wear
day.
the mask 8.
He what?
He has to wear the mask 8 hours a day.
Yeah, so they got him wearing a mask all day now. Were you concerned about him when he was having a headache?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I really didn't know what to think.
You didn't know what to think, so, but it was still a tinge of fear there, I think, huh? So, now, they're talking about going back to school, and, they've had, first the president said everybody was going to go back to school, whatever, but now it's gotten down to, even the governor, they said the other day it's going to be up to the school districts to decide whether to go to school or not, back to school. So, do you want to go back to school?
Yes.
Okay, what is it you look forward about going back to school?
I just look forward to having stuff to do, having work to do.
Yeah, you got things you'd rather be doing at school?
Yes.
Okay, and what's your biggest thing that you really enjoy at school?
My biggest thing I enjoy is going to PE and math.
Because of what?
Is PE and math.
Yeah, do you miss the athletics?
Yes.
Yeah, now when are you going to be able to start running track?
They're talking about letting us run track this year, but they don't know yet.
So right now, everything's is everything being kind of not settled or decided, leaving you still feeling fearful or confused about things?
Not really.
Okay, so it's not because they haven't made up their minds or anything. That has nothing to do with this tinge of fear that you feel, right?
No.
Okay, and do you feel confused about it all in a sense?
The only thing I'm confused about is if they're letting us go back to school or not, because they're still talking about that at our school.
Yeah, so if you had to stay home, would that be the worst thing that happened to you?
No.
No, but would it be the second worst thing?
Yes.
Okay. We already determined that the worst thing you think would be for you or one of your family members to get sick. That's what you think, okay. And I guess you're concerned about your grandma too, because she's out there every day, working with patients and all that. But let me ask you this question. I know that you, like I said, you used to play basketball a lot and everything, and is it because school is out and where we live, you don't have many kids to play with at all, do you?
No.
The only time you really get to play is if your cousins come over or something? Okay. Now, if you had neighborhood kids down the street, would you go down and play with them?
Yes.
You would? Okay. Because I know there's some way down at the end of the block. I don't know if you ever got a chance to meet them.
No.
And I haven't even seen them out lately. They've been kind of in the house, unless those people moved. But the next time I go down that way, and if you're with me, I'd like to stop and you introduce yourself to them. And maybe y'all could do something together. I don't know.
Okay.
It'd be nice for you. I'm just saying, I'm not putting pressure on you or telling you what to do, but I'm saying you just said you'd like to have other kids to play with, and that's an opportunity. Instead of having to hang out with adults or on a smartphone or watch a stupid TV all day, or having to play basketball with your papa or your daddy, but it gives you an opportunity to relate with an age group of your own.
Yes.
Yeah. So we talked about a little bit about your fear. Would anything specific that you can think of make that little bit of fear go away more? That you can think of? What would make it seem less for you?
What would make it seem less for me is to know that my dad would be okay and stuff.
Yeah. So would you feel better if your dad didn't have to go to work?
Yes.
You would. You'd feel a lot better if he didn't have to get out there. But he's kind of a fearless guy. I mean, he's never really worried about it, has he? I mean, even when he was without a mask and all, he never even thought about it, And so, yeah, it's strange to me that so many adults are thinking about, like I said, more or less, oh, how's this affected me? But it's concerned me about the young people and the kids. How's it affecting you? And that's why I wanted to talk to you today, because I wanted to get a feeling for, you know, what you're really feeling. You know, we don't ask the kids questions. You go, hey, you know, Audrey, how is your day going today?
Good.
Good. And what are your plans for today?
Well, at 7:30, me and my mom are going up to the skating rink.
Nah, you're going to the skating rink. So that's right. I noticed you just started doing that the last 3 weeks. So you're getting out and you're making some contact with kids now, you know, which I'm thankful to see. Do they make you wear a mask up there?
They only make you wear a mask when you're getting skates when you go up to the food plate to get food.
No, when you go up to get food. But if you're out in the rink, you're pretty well distanced. Are you? I mean, but do you break that distance?
Yes, because a lot of kids fall.
Yeah, so you got to go help them. Okay. So there is a getting past all this stuff for you right now.
Yes.
Has that helped you feel a little less fear?
Yes, it has.
A whole lot. It helps you feel a lot less fear, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're getting interaction with other kids, right?
Yes.
And be able to get out and say, hey, this is kind of like real life again, right?
Yes.
But it doesn't feel like real life right now, does it?
No.
So do you think that's what adds to the fear?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. Well, you know, honey, I love you so much, and you know, I don't get a chance to ask you guys because I really should. I'm like all adults. We get all focused on ourselves and what we're doing, and you know where our plans are and this and that. And you know, every time I've seen you lately, there's times I felt sad. You know, because I'd look at you and I'd say, you know, this poor kid, man, she used to be active and, you know, good gosh, you know, she was out there, you know, playing basketball every day after school and all that. So you really want to go back to school for the athletics more plus friends?
Yes.
And so you want that relationships going again, like you have at the skating rink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what if you go back to school and it's not that way?
Being honest, my dad said if I don't like it, that I can start doing the online school.
Do what, honey?
My dad said if I don't like it, I can start doing online school.
Oh, okay. So if you don't like it, you can come back and go homeschool?
Yes.
Cool. Now, homeschooling, how have you done in it?
I've done pretty good. My grades have stayed the same and everything.
Okay, so you've kept your studies up, and you do that without your parents pressuring you?
Yes.
You just choose a time of the week and you get your lessons done and all that?
Yes.
Now, do you ask them for help?
When I need help, yes, I do.
Okay, and do they provide that kind of help you need to get it done?
Yes, and if my dad doesn't know something, he tells me to call my mom because she knows a lot about the stuff that we've been doing.
Well, that's cool. So your meemaw's been helping too then,
Yes.
huh? Yeah, she's a smart lady, very nice lady. So I'm glad to see that you at least are, you know, you are interested in learning, aren't you?
Yes.
You've always been interested in learning, and it's not like you don't want to learn. You know, it's like if you do stay home, you've already seen and you've taken care of actually initiating your own times to study, and hey, mom and dad aren't having to sit on you about it or tell you, hey, you got to do it now and do it later. Yeah. So that's cool. I congratulate you on that. That's a lot of good self-discipline. That's a start way to, you know, and you're not, are you doing it because you have to, or do you feel like you really need to or want to?
I just feel like I want to.
You want to, that's good. So you're really wanting to learn.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. I'm proud to hear that. It's not like a toil for you. It's not like, oh my God, I gotta go do these lessons and all that stuff, right?
No.
Now, were there times at school you felt like that in the classroom?
No.
No? You enjoyed whatever teacher was teaching you?
Yes.
Cool, cool. You have different classes now, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're about to say something. Go ahead. What was it?
I wasn't going to say anything.
I just saw something stirring in your mind and on your lips, and I thought I maybe stepped on it, and I didn't want to step on you.
No.
No, so that's all cool, huh? Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? Before I close our interview, is there anything else I should ask you about or talked about, or do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions.
You don't? So it's all cool with you. You got your day planned out. You're hoping school's going to come back in.
Yes.
And when did they say that might happen?
They're going to start medical school if they do in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks? Okay, so we got about 3 weeks. Did you hear what happened in Athens?
Yes.
What about it?
That they can't. They're going to start school this Monday, but they can't because the computers and stuff.
They got hacked. a hacker got into their computer, actually locked down
A
their...
lot of people are saying it was one of the teachers.
Yeah, because there are a lot of teachers that don't want to go back, right? So they actually, it's very possible. That's what I thought. But apparently they're going to pay them $50,000. Now, I don't know how they're going to get it to them. They're either doing cyber money or something, but I heard them say they were going to pay a $50,000 ransom, and even if that person releases it, they said it's going to take 2 months. Is that what you heard?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a long time, man, still. So they got held up at least 2 months, still more, do you feel, are you mad at teachers that say, we don't want to go back and deal with all this?
No.
So you kind of understand why they're saying what they're saying? Okay, so you're not mad at them if they decide, hey, we're not going to teach, right?
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What if they keep dragging all this stuff out for a year, or even to next year, after January 1st? Will you be really just...
I would be kind of sad because they won't let us do athletics because of it. And I really want to do athletics.
Yeah, and would it make you angry?
Not really, because I understand.
Okay, so you understand what they're doing, you think they're doing it for good reason?
Yes.
Okay, so that's your thoughts right now, okay? And so if that gets worse, your daddy can't go to work or whatever, would that bother you?
It would bother me a little because he actually likes going out to work and it gives him stuff to do.
And plus, where would your income come from? Would you want the government only providing your income, kind of like your papa has to? Or would you, like you growing up, okay, let's say you get to go to school and you graduate in 12th grade or whatever, would you want to be useless to society, or do you want things that you want to do and contribute to everything?
What things that I want to do and contribute to everything.
Yeah, and you're still thinking about being a veterinarian?
Yes.
And all that, so you want to go to like Texas A&M or somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. So you really want to work, but you want to work something that you will enjoy to work.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You don't want to graduate out of high school and have to go work at McDonald's, do you?
No.
Huh?
No.
Or Walmart like your dad, even though your dad likes what he does. But that's not your choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to be able to choose the kind of work you're going to do.
Yes.
And I hope that for you. I hope that none of what's going on will change that for you. I hope that you get to live your dreams and your creativity and everything. I also hope that all this stuff, you'll kind of let go of the fear some. And I'd like to see you outdoors playing more again and everything. I know you enjoy doing it, And so, I hate to see you locked in. But that's your choice right now. But, I hope you can kind of break that fear back and get out. You know how like your papa had to break. At first he was kind of, hey, you can't come in the house. And I was wearing my stuff out. And I said, I took 3 months to evaluate what was going on. And then I found out, hey, this is baloney. And I threw it all off. And now your papa talks to everybody, hugs everybody, goes in their house. Doesn't, I don't worry about it. Invited you in my house. Here you are in my back alley. You like my back alley?
Yes.
Great. Well, I'd like to do some future interviews or shows with you. And, if you think of something you'd like to talk about, just come over and say, hey, Pop, I want to get on camera or something I want to talk about.
Okay.
And it's open to you, okay? And I want to thank you for coming over today and spending this time. This has been an interview with Audrey Scott, and just, how's all this affecting teenagers and young people? And she was honest and told me her heart, and I thank her for it. And so once again, this is Joey with Back Alley Conversations, your host, saying we'll see you again. Thanks. Peace out.